You guys want to go get some D-E-S-S-E-R-T? Yeah, dude, I need me a T-R-E-A-T. What you guys talking about? Yeah, why did you guys just spell dessert? No, shut up! Don't say it! Why? Oh god, how do we tell you this? Simon can't spell. What? He can't spell, so when we talk about something he wants, we spell it out loud so he doesn't get too excited. He's a grown man. He can't handle hearing the word treat? Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Oh. Okay, what is happening? We told you he gets excited when he hears the word T-R-E-A-T. What you talking about? Taxes. Oh, shucks. What, so you guys just treat him like a toddler? Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Oh. Dude, you gotta spell if you're talking about F-O-O-D. Okay, so are we getting an S-N-A-C-K? Snack? Oh, come on, man. Dude, really? Oh, come on, I spelled it. Well, he knows how to spell snack. So he can spell snack, but he can't spell treat? Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. God damn it. Okay, he's getting fussy. It's time for an N-A-P. Yeah. What does N-A-P spell? Party.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
What? How can you say this? You got some nerve, sitting there shameless. I bled for this order, killed for your peace. You hail my strength, but treat me like a freak. This is outrageous. You treat my power like it's dangerous. I saved your lives, now I'm seen as traitorous. It's unfair. I'm the chosen one, ain't no council pet. You gave me Jedi status, but still show disrespect. Fuck that, I'll burn this temple to ash. I'm done with your crap, I'll teach some younglings their last class.
Take a motherfucking seat, young skywanker. Yo, entitlement's thicker than a hut, getting fatter. Ego inflated like a pie versus bladder. A saber with anger don't make you matter. I hold more power than a Death Star reactor. A mate's fucking win, do no hair, just swagger. You pose like a Jedi, but your presence is weak. I step in the room and the force gets on its knees. You sit in a chair just cause I let you breathe. My purple saber so big it don't fit in the sheath. Boy, you're still a slave. Elf's got the leash, while I'm the reason Yoda meditates in fucking peace. Take it away, Obi-Dog.
It's over, Anakin. I am high.
Feeling like a force ghost on a permanent trip in the sky. Head over green in the pipe. Yo, this kush got me deep fried. Had a vision, Qui-Gon said your boy picked the dark side.
What about the droid to tackle the Wookiees?
Padme hit me up on a late night shift. Sliding smoother than a Jedi mind trick. I felt a great disturbance in my pants. Your girl felt it too. She called me master. I made her wet dreams come true. Before I left, she said, tell Anakin this.
May divorce be with you.
Yes.
See King Kong battle the Kong of Steel. Challenge a copter squadron. Defy an army of tanks. Fight primordial monsters. An all-new adventure. King Kong escapes. Thrilling in Technicolor.
Gee, this is fun. I never get to play the bad guy. Oh!
German sips with a grin so wide. Pogs on the table can't hide his pride. Creator in the corner starts to glare. Madness sparks and hate fills the air. Stack 'em high, a tower of luck. Germans winning, it feels like pluck. Alice Matt's fury, a brewing storm. Visions of pogs in every form. Pogs are spinning, tables turning. Alice Matt's eyes with fierce fire burning. Germans' laughter echoes loud in a world that's pog-bound proud. insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. And he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. Das nie gewinnen, enden man. Das nie gewinnen, enden man. Alas, my fumes can't take no more. Pogs and slammers hit the floor. It's not about the game you see.
No, I'm
Me happy boy.
What are you afraid of? If you don't
Me
have the
Chinese.
courage to get rich,
Make a lot of
you
money.
deserve to be poor. Join. No, I'm
Me
happy.
I would like to make a lot of money. Absolutely. I don't know what happened there where my intro just cut off. I guess I don't know. It's the browser doing the thing. But why not? Why not? Oh, you know, I should put the grab. No, not because I got the title card behind me. I think the title card with the Frankenstein monster and the Dracula and the Wolfman above. I think that serves as the nice little visual frame for tonight's stream, which we'll talk about this movie and a couple of other items. But first, I want to address everybody's hateful comment. Well, he says, "Hi guys, this is Mono HCC. Hi guys. I think I said it right. Good." And that's Osgrade says, "Hi Mono. Einbeck says, give him his treats, chat. Yeah, give him. Wait, I highlighted. There we go. Give him his treats. Yes. Okay, I do see that I'm not muted, so I just want to make sure." Guy says, "Back. See, Guy, this is why you're in the band zone. This is why if it's already available on eBay." Not even when are we doing an interview? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know we were gonna do one. I know you said you want to come and talk on the show, but I don't know about an interview. We're gonna have to do content, like people don't want to hear me talking. They're here to harass and make fun of me, and I'm trying to change the culture. I don't want people coming into this chat and making fun of me and body shaming me. I actually want people to want to see me, not to chuck their spears at me. I'm changing the culture. See, Mono Ichi's got it right. He says he's back pit in the 90s. So there you go. So he doesn't need the whatever this thing is. William Red, he says, "Who wants to interview you about loving Trump?" Says William Red. Mono Agency says, "Hello, Nayobi. Hello, Nayobi." Let's see. Scroll down a little bit. Henry Throne is listening while driving. And that means when he gets home, he's going to do dishes. I assume you're going to do dishes. I don't know if you aren't, but sometimes you do. Oh, look who's in the chat. Oh, she's sick and she's throwing tables. Well, if you want sympathy clout, throwing tables ain't going to cut it, colors. This is why you're in the band zone, because you don't know how to do it right. You don't ask for sympathy and follow it up with violence. We're not violent here. Well, I guess you are, but no, we're not violent. So, I gotta take off your comment because you're polluting my chat with this nonsensical violence. It's not helpful. I'm not yelling at your colors. I'm just putting you in your place. You started with the aggression. You brought the tables and you started the aggression. Not nice. Not nice and not cool at all. Totally not cool. When did you ask for sympathy? Well, when you said you were sick, that's when. Read between the lines, and then you follow up with violence right there. See, I highlight this for people so you can see. This is the violence that she does every time. And then when I call her out on it, she gets pissy. And then she wants to cancel me. But I can't be canceled because I'm a culture warrior. So, eggs to you, colors. Eggs to you. I fight the culture. I'm uncancelable. It's the way it is. Now, you want to make a statement. You were not making a statement. You were putting a question mark where there already was a period. And that's not going to happen here. I control the grammar here. And I am the custodian of punctuations. And you made a punctuational crime there. So, you need to learn. Because it's new game in town. New sheriff in town. This is gonna be a new culture, and we're gonna fight the old culture, and we're gonna win. Oh, she groomed you. Well, you are in the band zone with her, so I guess it makes sense that she groomed you. You're on tables. No, I didn't see the show with Perberg. I mean I saw some of it, but I had to go. He streams late. I have to get up for work, so I can't stay up for it. So I did see a little bit of it. It was awesome. It actually reminded me of the old D Live days when War Campaign was doing the D Live shows. So it was pretty cool. And I've been talking back in the show and try to get some more of the comic focus stuff. And I think yesterday people were very receptive to it. So we might be seeing a new shift now. He says Fridays are going to be for creators. I think it's awesome. I think we need this. We need more of that. We need this space is thriving now for these creatives to get some decent promotion and get some of these books moving and get some talent, the exposure, because too many streams of shitting on other creators, it's not going to work. So some promotion is necessary now, and Raptor took that first step to doing that, and kudos to him for that. So and people had a good time. It had some good laughs, some good sound bites, whatever the case is, but it's good. It reminded me back of the old D Live days, so that was awesome to see. Oh, it was name drop. Oh, really? My name. It didn't know. I have a license on my name. For every time people say my name, I get a dime. So I need to know who dropped my name. I want timestamps and I want clippings. I want clippings, Osgrade Sage, because if you're gonna drop my name, I want to get paid for it. I want to get paid to get my name dropped. That's how I roll. I'm a creator, damn it. Respect me. Absolutely respect. Speaking of, okay, so I've been thinking about this, and then I'm gonna get a little serious for a second. Okay, I gotta get a little serious for a second. This is not really comic related, or even Frankenstein related, but it does rely on a real life monster. And I've been thinking about this, and I'm like, yeah, I'll talk a little bit about it just to get it off my chest, and maybe I'll clip it and upload it as a video. But y'all heard about what happened over the weekend with the whole Raja Jackson incident with Stuart Smith at this wrestling promotion. I think it was run by Rikishi. You guys don't remember Rikishi with the stink face and all that stuff and all that jazz? Well, he has a wrestling promotion, and he invited this guy, Raja Jackson, who was the son of a famous UFC fighter, Rampage Jackson. I think he's retired. And there was a whole. Okay, so what happened was there was a backstage incident involving Raja and this guy Stuart Smith, where Stuart Smith did the whole wrestling thing of like he puts his hand on top of the guy's head and smashed like a can on his head, and I guess Raja took offense to it, so he had to just smooth it out, and Stuart apologized to him a couple times, and it was all squashed and everything. And then there was a wrestler who told Raja, hey, get in the ring and get your receipt. And in wrestling talk, when we were talking about receipts, you're talking about getting payback. So, and all this is on video. So this idiot, this moron, this bitch, Raja, he's a bitch, caught it all in video. So his ass is toast as far as I'm concerned. But he sat in the ring while Stuart and a bunch of other guys were, doing the wrestling stuff, and he was live streaming this on Kick. So he was saying, I can go in there and beat his ass. He's basically telegraphing his intentions. Like he was going to go into the ring and get his receipt and beat the guy to a pulp. So yeah, his chat was taunted. I heard that his chat was kind of like egging him on and saying, "Hey, you gonna take that shit?" So he was getting fed off of that. And then and it's all in the video. So then he jumps into the ring. He body slam, not even a body slam, it was like a vicious tombstone, like Undertaker side, but like much more vicious, like full of intent. And he bodies him on the ring, and then he gets on top of him, and he's throwing like haymaker after haymaker. I think they counted 22 haymakers. He was already unconscious by the third or fourth haymaker, but he was just pounding on him. And then they tried to pull him off, and he came back and started to finish the job on him. So he pulled him off. Stuart was bleeding from the ears, totally unconscious. I had a few thoughts about that. First thought was that locker room was full of pussies. Absolute pussies, all of them. Because when somebody enters the ring and goes into business for themselves, you give that person a receipt. This is the the wrestling world. Like there's an unwritten rule where if somebody goes into business for themselves in the ring and works stiff, or they work to do a shoot on you, you give them a receipt. Nobody in that vicinity gave this fucking guy a receipt. It took about 15 or so punches for one of the wrestlers to actually pull him off, and still, like, there was no. The fact that he wasn't curb stomped, Roger Jackson, the fact that he wasn't curb stomped is a crime. The fact that they didn't beat his ass in the ring and left him bodied is embarrassing. It's insulting. And this idiot leaves the vicinity, and he's on video saying how he's tired of people disrespecting him and he's done with it. And then, you know, it's like, and then when they told him, they called him and said, hey, you left this guy flatlining in the ring. And his response was, my bad. And I'm listening as I'm going, like, I had to be careful. I got to be careful what I got to say, because we talk about monsters on the show, but then you got real life monsters like this Roger Jackson guy. Like, and I don't know if monster is the right word for him. He's a bitch. He was worried about people calling him a bitch. Well, congratulations, Raja. The whole world now knows you're a bitch. What you did to that guy left him choking with blood and teeth in it. He was choking on his blood and teeth in the ring. He's got multiple fractures of his bone in a skull. He was already suffering PTSD, Stuart Smith. He was already suffering from PTSD. No, I'm not going to die. I'm going to accept my salt and peppers, Angel, and eventually I'm going to accept my salt. I'm not. I don't do that queer thing of like dying black like some people do. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I accept my silver. But yeah, no, he would have, and that's the thing is, the ref was an embarrassment. That ref should be fired. Those wrestlers in that ring, all of them should lose their jobs, because they let this guy almost get murdered in the ring. After that third punch, they should They should have bodied him on the floor. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You should have taken him, bodied him on the floor, curb stomp him, whatever you got to do to send him that receipt. This guy in the ring and embarrassed that whole promotion. He disrespected that whole promotion, embarrassed them totally. He went into their backyard and said, I'm going to run the show. That's what he did. He ran the show his way and embarrassed that whole promotion. And that locker room was full of pussies. All of them. All of them. Triple H and, yeah, there were some instances in WCW where we had like Macho Man had a guy who came into the ring, and Macho Man tackled him to the ring. There was an incident, and I don't know the guy's name, but this is a guy who was in like one of these MTV shows that where they train wrestlers that go into the WWE. There was this guy that did some or attempted some serious harm on Kurt Angle, and then he went to wrestle with Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, and Bob Holly, and all three of them gave this guy a receipt. They were chopping him real badly. See, that's what you do. Like, if somebody attempts harm on one of your guys, you go back and you deliver that message. None of those guys did any of that. They didn't go and curb stomp this nigga. They didn't go and bash him on the floor. They should have did that. Yeah, that referee needs to lose his job. If I run the promotion, he's out the door. Like, you let this guy get nearly killed for what? The referee didn't do his job. Did not do his job at all. Embarrassing. The wrestlers didn't do their job. They didn't protect their guy. This Raja guy is not a wrestler. He's an MMA fighter who doesn't belong in the ring. They let their guy get embarrassed and nearly murdered. And the thing is, like, even when they pulled him off, the guy that pulled Raja off, he was saying that Raja was trying to go at him then. I'm like, at that point, you elbow him and you do what you got to do. Get him on the ground or something. Knock his lights out. I was heated. See, I'm reserved right now, but I was heated when I saw that. I was absolutely, like, angry. And I'm not a pro wrestler, but even I know that you let somebody go into the ring and do that crap, and you let him walk away without a mark, you embarrassed the promotion. You absolutely embarrassed the promotion. Yes, Gee, I am. And that's why you're in the ban zone. Stay in the ban zone. That's where you belong, in the ban zone. Gee. Absolutely, Gee. So, and I sound reserved talking about this, but I just felt like saying that what Roger did, he's an animal. He's a bitch. He's an animal. Any negative word you could think about that guy, he is any of those. And without limits. So you can picture what I thought about that guy, what words I was using when I saw the video and his life. The last update was he was in stable but critical condition. But he was already suffering PTSD from the war. He was a veteran, and he does wrestling as a cope, as a means to handle that and deal with that. Now he's got this on his man now on top of the PTSD that he already had, now he's got this. Now he's got the memory of some guy that legit wanted to murder him. Because poor bitch Jackson couldn't handle a kayfabe wrestling move of having a can smash in your head. MMA fighter can't handle that. What a bitch. He's a bitch. He's an absolute bitch. And again, I don't mean to like. I just had to get off my chest. I figured let me do this, and if it comes out good, I'll clip it and make a video about it. I got a bunch of videos planned this week too. I got like 3 videos planned, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of work, a lot of documentation of stuff, a lot of comic related stuff. So you'll enjoy some of it. But we've got Richie Dubin in the chat. What's going on, Richie? How you doing? Yeah, a prop can. Yeah, it was a prop can. Like an MMA fighter crying about a prop can, and his response is to nearly murder the guy. Fuck out of here. Get out of here with that shit. I'm heated. Like, not heated. Like, I was heated over the weekend. I'm a bit more reserved now, but I'm like, nah, that's bull. That's bullshit. And embarrassment. And Rampage Jackson, the father of that guy, should hang his head in shame because his name got sullied by his bitch son. And actually, he put out a tweet, kind of not defending it, but kind of like excusing it. Like, oh, this is why he did it. I'm like, nigga, no one cares why he did it. The point is he did it, and he's a bitch for doing it. He's an absolute bitch for doing it. Yeah, it was absolutely fucked up. And I'm only talking about it because we do streams up monsters, and Roger Jackson is a monster. A bitch and a monster. You could be two at the same time. So, but yeah, absolutely embarrassing for the promotion. Very, very sorry for Stuart Smith. Hopefully he can pull through. Hopefully he'll recover from this. He lost a lot of teeth. He was choking on it and all that stuff. So, yeah, much respect to his family. Oh, wait, I got to set the clip. Hold on. I guess I should comment on this, right? Hold on. Let me see what this says. Okay, so. Okay, here we go. Let me put the volume up. Apparently my name got dropped and I didn't get paid for this. Let's see.
Oh, wait, I did.
And then you draw one with a upside, like a sad face. You go, you don't have AIDS. He's like, oh, sad.
Oh, wait, I did.
And then you draw one with a upside, like a sad face. You go, you don't have AIDS. He's like, oh, sad. He's bummed out.
Crowdfunded me the question.
My name wasn't dropped there. It was just Matt Barr talking over him. I didn't hear anything. I saw attempted blood sports, and this is not. I'm a peaceful Pac. Okay, we talk about Pacs. Okay, I'm a peaceful Pac. I'm a loving Pac. I'm a pacifist Pac. That's why when you guys chuck your spears at me, it's awful because I'm one of the good ones. You should learn better. See, now you're woman shaming, Gee. Stop woman shaming. We don't woman shame here. What we do, but no, you don't get to do that. Your privileges are revoked since you're in the ban zone. So it's not happening. And I guess that's not the right clip. I guess they're gonna show me the actual clip. So talk you, buddy. Well, I appreciate that. I feel like we're bonding. I feel like we are kindred spirits, Johnny. we are definitely kindred spirits. I feel that about you. So awesome. So yeah, I watched. See, Yahoo come to my Discord. Like I put the @ sign for everybody to come and watch the movies with us. We watched House of Frankenstein today, and we're gonna be talking about that. The sequel to sequel to Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, which was a sequel to Wolfman. So you can see there's a progression in the story of Larry Talbot, aka the Wolfman. And we'll talk a little bit about the whole fun of that movie, the cheesiness of that movie. Edwin Boyette of Story Time with Friends says Duckenstein's Monster. Oh, I just read that word, didn't I? I did. Oh, stream is ruined. I wasn't prepared for that. I really tried, but I wasn't prepared for that. So it's on me. I take the blunt for it. I'll take the spears for this one. I can't. So it is what it is. So, but yeah. So we watched it at the Discord today. Actually, I watched it last week with my girlfriend, Lady Shadowman, and I always forget how much I like that movie. Oh, but before we go, we got a super chat from Osgreat Sage at Australian $20 super chat. Thank you for that. By the way, guys, I appreciate. Okay, so I do appreciate the super chats, and I appreciate when you guys watch the videos with the ads because it's helping me with some extra revenue for the household expenses. So that's awesome. So I appreciate that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So with that being said, let me read Osgreat Sage's super chat. He says, "Sign the contract. Pear accepted. He called you a real jerk. Pearberg also says Big Banana is better than your D word. Oh, I got to read the word. Better than your duck. I'm a peaceful punk. I don't fight. Why are you see? This is blood sports being taken to an extreme. I just want to be on stream talking to you people, the real ones, and talk, comics and movies. This is not fight time. What's wrong with you people? You sent that super chat just to egg me on and try to. I'm not gonna fight. I'm not a fighter. I'm a creator. I draw. I create. I manifest. Okay, I manifest. I don't fight. I manifest. Okay, I'm a manifester. I manifest things that need to be manifested for the sake of manifesting. That's what I do. Okay, I don't fight. I don't do that. I encourage my fellow creators to do things. I don't fight. I'm not a fighter. I just want to go on the stream, okay, and share with you people about the things that we talk about, which in this case is the House of Frankenstein, the 1944 movie, which, as I said before, is the sequel to Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. And it's also the first time that Dracula is part of the Monster Mash. Although the interesting thing, I'll share this slide because it's got some pictures from the movie. But Dracula doesn't interact with either Frankenstein or Wolfman. So as I was watching on Discord with Einberg, he makes up a point. He talks about how it feels like it's two different plots, I think is what he said, right? Two different plots. But yeah, it's like two different stories, but it's still they're connected, but it does feel like you're watching two different movies. The first segment with Dracula. It's all connected by Boris Karloff's character, Dr. Niemeyer, who escapes prison. He's a mad scientist who escapes prison with his hunchback assistant, and he hijacks a wagon with a magician who goes by the name of Lampini. And Lampini has these artifacts, including Dracula's bones. So Niemeyer and Neiman, Dr. Neiman, not Niemeyer, Dr. Neiman. Neiman and the hunchback Daniel kill Lampini, and they assume his identity, and they go to a sideshow. And during the sideshow, they manage to bring back Dracula to life. Dracula here is played by John Carradine, so this is not Bela Lugosi. This is John Carradine, who went to play Dracula in quite a few other movies. He played Dracula in the next movie, House of Dracula, and then he played Dracula in a couple of other, I think in some Spanish movies, he played Dracula, and in some non-Universal movies, he played Dracula. So he's had quite a few roles as Dracula under his belt. But Neiman uses Dracula to kill one of his accusers, which he ends up doing, but he doesn't get the job fully done with the rest of his accusers, and ultimately Neiman and Daniel escape, leaving Dracula to fend for himself, and Dracula ultimately succumbs to the sunlight and dies. And on the way to Visaria, which is where Frankenstein's laboratory is, they come across the pit where both Frankenstein and the Wolfman were buried at the end of Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. And Talbot comes to life. And Demon tells him that he's a scientist like Frankenstein, and he just needs Frankenstein's notes to ultimately, he convinces Larry that he's going to take his brain and switch it out to help him end the curse. But what he wants to do is bring the monster back and continue on the experiments that Frankenstein did. So, the monster footage, each individual monster footage is depending on your expectation of it, depending on what you're looking for. There's minimal actions with the monsters in this movie. It really is just more of like there's more Larry Talbot. Like if you're involved in Larry Talbot's story, they do go more into it in this movie, more into his personal struggle. And there's a gypsy woman. Oh, and there's a gypsy woman who she works for this group of gypsies, but she gets whipped by the head gypsy, I guess. And then Daniel, the hunchback, saves her from getting whipped. So he takes her with them to Visaria, and he falls in love with her, but she's kind of like repulsed by his hunchback. But she agrees to be his friend and be nice to him and everything. But then when Larry Talbot comes aboard, she falls in love with Larry, and then Daniel gets very jealous about that. And he gets mad and angry at Talbot because Niemann was supposed to take Daniel's brain and put it in a better body, but his plans changed because he met with Talbot and the monster. Now he wants to continue Frankenstein's experiments. And Lima instead wants to put the monster's brain inside Talbot's body. Talbot doesn't know that, but is that when the gypsy woman falls in love with Talbot, he tells her that he wants to be free of the curse, so she agrees to kill him with the silver bullet once he transforms, which he does, but then she ends up dying in the process. And while that's happening, the doctor successfully revives the monster, the Frankenstein monster, but not before Daniel had already whipped the monster repeatedly because he was upset and angry that the gypsy woman rejects Daniel for Larry. The monster doesn't forget that, so Daniel, being angry at Niemann because Niemann didn't do what he promised, tries to kill Niemann, but the monster grabs Daniel and throws him out the window and kills him. And ultimately the villagers come and they drive Niemann and the monster into this quicksand where they both sink in and allegedly perish. And that is the plot for House of Frankenstein. So I am not fighting the chat motto. I am giving the chat what they want. I could pass for a Turk. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll take it as a compliment because that's all I'm going to do for you people. Take compliments. Vinziga says, "Sup, amigo? Sorry I'm late, and I'm sorry for starting trouble in Andre Franklin stream." I don't remember that stream. See, when I do a stream, I don't really remember much about the details about it. I just let it stay in the ether for a little while before I get rid of it. So, but whatever you did, I forgive you, I guess. Yes, this is true, Junk. Bela Lugosi is indeed dead. This happened. We can verify that. So, and here is Lady Sikapoo, who's she's actually a lady doing much better today. She is doing much better. So, shout out to my love Lady Sikapoo. And by this time next week, she should be Lady Shadowban again. So yeah, so we're there for that. But so the tone of the movie is cheesy. It is a very cheesy movie, and not much in the way of monster action. But it is fun. It's a fun movie. Boris Karloff as Dr. Niemann is entertaining to watch. The progression of the characters in the movie are also interesting, especially with Daniel. Who was performed by Jake Carronage. Jake Carronage was a very prominent actor in some of these horror movies, and he puts on a good performance as Daniel. And Larry Talbot by Lon Chaney Jr. also a pretty good performance, but he isn't given much to do except to whine and mope about when he's going to finally get the Wolfman disease cured from him, which of course doesn't happen in this movie. But it's at about an hour and 10 minutes. It's a brisk movie, but as I was telling Einbrecht when we were watching it, it's fun. It's an absolutely fun movie. Oh, she's Lady Shadowband finally. There you go. She's finally back to being Lady Shadowband. So she fixed it. So that's coming, Oz Grace say. That is coming. That is absolutely coming. See, it's not. But again, so it's a fun movie. It's cheesy, but it's fun. And it's a good midnight movie. It's a very good movie to watch at midnight, sitting on the couch, you grab your popcorn and grab your drink, whatever, and you're just watching it and tune out the world. That's the important thing. Tune out the world, right? Shut the windows and just forget about don't even forget about the internet. Just tune out everything and just watch a movie and forget and escape and have fun. That's what's missing in our entertainment today. Just having that kind of fun where you can just tune out the bullshit around you and watch monsters on the screen. So that's something I definitely encourage. And here's a shot of Dr. Neiman and the Frankenstein monster after he revives him. And it's funny that you get Boris Karloff, who was the original Frankenstein monster. And in this scene, the monster is played by Glenn Strange, who, in my opinion, Glenn Strange is probably the second best Frankenstein monster, with Boris Karloff being the first, obviously. But yeah, I thought the makeup was great on Glenn Strange. He better than both Bela Lugosi and Lon Chaney, and better than the stunt double that doubled for Bela Lugosi. So yeah, so Glenn Strange definitely had the best makeup, second to Boris Karloff. And Glenn Strange would play the monster again in House of Dracula, and in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, which we'll also talk about too, because that was a great film. Anyway, so I'm gonna put a pause on this because Curry, I guess she said she fixed it. So let's see. Let me see what she wants to show. Here we go. So apparently this is the violence that you people in the chat want me to react to. So here we go.
I missed a question.
Will Perberg do a boxing match against Elias Matt?
Crowdfund creator clash.
The only problem there is I kind of like Matt, but maybe you can box people you like. It's just fun. But
yeah,
I'd do it though. Yes, that's my answer.
I mean, I don't know if you heard Per, but last Matt kind of said you look like a poor.
Me and Matt
said that haircut makes you look like some kind of river poor.
I don't even know what that means.
I think we need to make sure that Elasmat doesn't have AIDS before they get into a fight, though. Right?
Well, I mean, I might be trying to hype it up on the side, and maybe he didn't say anything, and I'm just trying to, stoke some flames.
Heroes Con 2026.
Let's make sure that nobody has AIDS before we start asking them to start fist fighting each other.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, apparently Perberg has the cure, AIDS too. Taking it back.
He's bummed out.
Okay, I see what you're doing. I see what's going on here. Listen, you guys are jealous because me and Perberg had a nice rapport at Heroes Con. We were selling books, we were dominating the scene, we were fixing comics, we're saving people, and you wanted to stoke the divide. That's what's going on. You think I'm going to put on my boxing gloves and fighting for your bloodlust until you raise something? It ain't going to happen because I'm a peaceful puck. I will not fight. What I meant to say was, yes, River of the Poor. I never said River of the Poor. This is a blatant lie by Raptor. He's clearly overstepped his boundaries, and now he's going to divide the community. After the goodwill of yesterday, he's going to divide the community. This is an offense. I don't know why you people are allowed. Oh, look, it's Kissy. Where were you earlier today, Kissy? Huh? Where were you today? By the way, I'm doing 3 videos, Kissy, so get ready for your close up. Anyway, he says Perberg has the height advantage over. Well, to be fair, everybody in the universe has height advantage over me because you're all the sons of the Nephilim, all of yous. Yes, I'm short. Get over it, because the rest of you are tall. Nephilim. I mean, yeah, it's. I'm 5'7". I'm average height, so I don't care what anybody says. Anyway, Benziga says, as much as I like Boris Karloff as the Frankenstein monster, looks like I gotta give the House of Frankenstein a chance. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun movie, absolutely fun movie. You will put it on and you will enjoy it. Okay, just don't expect a major monster match. Don't expect like scenes of Frankenstein's monster and Wolfman fighting or Dracula mingling with the other two monsters. Just don't expect that. If you just accept watching, you'll enjoy it, and I definitely recommend it. It's an enjoyable movie. Yeah, she is a drama star, Guy. Absolutely. And honestly, if you knew that about yourself, Guy, you wouldn't be in the band zone, but you're in the band zone because that's where you belong. So there you go. So I did nothing. No, Angela. Here's the problem. See, here's the problem. You're a white, okay? You're a white. You don't get to say you did nothing. That's me, people. That's my people. We do that. You can't do that. You have to accept accountability. So you did the thing. You have to accept it, and now you have to accept the fact that you've divided us as a community. We were on the heels. We have momentum. We had a lot of momentum. We were making comics and saving comics and bringing a new fold of community readers to our fold. You came in and you divided us, Angela. How do you feel about that? You divided us. See, here's the thing. You didn't even chuck your spear. You just clipped and shipped it here. That's what you did. You thought I was gonna say the other word, but no, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a content thief. Anyway, but you have divided us now. You divided us now. I could imagine Eliza living on a raft in the bayou. I could do that too. I'm a survivor. I fight the culture war, and I'll fight whatever bees and diseases that will come at me at the bayou. All of them. So, Johnny Randall says Karloff is obviously having fun in this movie. Wasn't always the case. I think here's what it was. I believe he was asked to come back as the monster, and he said no. He didn't want to come back because of the makeup and whatever. He'd rather play this character, and I think he was just relieved to be able to do that. So yeah, so he actually puts in a good performance, and you could tell he was hamming it up a bit. But yeah, J. Carroll Naish was also good in this movie. I think he kind of steals the show because he's the only character really that had a range of emotion from happiness to sadness to anger. He put on a good performance as Daniel. Really, really good performance. Lady Shadowban is telling people that she's doing much better. So I'm glad to hear that. A $5 Australian super chat from Osgreat Sage. There's going to be violence in this chat, but I got no choice. I have to read it because that's the rules. He says, Pearberg said you were strutting around the con like King Duck, fighting words. I sold books at the con. And I didn't do it without stamps or other people's tables. I did it on my own. I was the one on my own with my own table, my own pitch, my own marketing, my own everything. I had nobody with no stamps coming at me and stamping my shit. And I mean, see, you're doing it again. You people are doing it again. You're doing it again. We are united. You will not divide us. Okay, it says, where was I? Where was I? My girlfriend said, we're home alone right now. Do you want to take a shower? So I was like, watch a last mat or have a fun shower. I chose wisely. Oh, you were doing. Oh, wait a second. Oh, you were doing. Oh, you don't have to tell me that. You could just say I was just taking care of stuff. Damn it! You had to give me details, Kizzy. Was that necessary, Kizzy? God, I can't use that for my video. I can't use that in my close-up for my video. Have you no shame? Where's your shame, man? Where's your shame, Kissy? Now I'm definitely going Kissy because you know what you just did there? You kissed and you told. That's what you did. You kissed and you told. Now you are Kissy. God. What's the next topic? Well, I'm doing 3 videos. I'm doing a video on my interaction with John Talks on Twitter. We had an interesting interaction about the good art takes time talking point, so I'll be doing a video on that. I'm doing a video on the Wikipedia. So I had some interesting Wikipedia developments happen. One with the Comicsgate page and one with the Pit page. You're gonna want to tune in. You're gonna want to see that. So I got that as my second video, and my third video is gonna be part 3 of my response to the Chad Larson EBS interview. That one's gonna be a fun one because you'll see. So those are my 3 that I'm gonna be doing this week. Bear says I come into Eliza picking on poor. I'm not picking. She stoked the flames of the Vision, Bear. Go back a few minutes and you will see she stoked the flames of the Vision. It's always the white girls like that. They can't have the Pox and the white be friends. No, they got to come in and do the mean girl shit every time. But you want a white knight? Go ahead and white knight for her. Go ahead. It ain't gonna hurt me. I don't care. I'm a survivor. I'm a fighter. I told you that. See, look, there she goes. I will be justified. See, you see, she's calling on you people. She's riling you up against me. But you guys are gonna fall for that because we're bros here. We got a bro code going here. You mean the chat? We got the bro codes going there. So we will not be divided by the curries of the world. That's not gonna happen. I'm not yelling, Gee. I am proclaiming my truth. I'm proclaiming my truth, Gee. I ain't yelling. I'm sorry if the band zone has super sensitive noise barriers, but it is what it is. So you just got to deal with it. Because, it's just the way things are. It's the way the world is. A reaction. Wait, what is that? A reaction to what? Is that the thing that Angel showed me? Hold on.
Dying.
What the hell? Wait, let me go back.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh. Oh, what is that?
Frankenstein.
Oh, this is
You're putting me on.
No, it's pronounced Frankenstein.
Do you also say Froderick?
No.
Is that AI?
Frederick.
Or is that kid?
Well, why isn't it Froderick Frankenstein?
It isn't. It's Frederick Frankenstein.
I see.
You must be Igor.
No, it's pronounced Igor.
But they told me it was Igor.
Well, they were wrong then, weren't they?
Of course. I'm sure we'll get along splendidly. Sorry,
Shout out to Gene Wilder. May he rest in
You
peace.
know, I don't mean to embarrass you, but I'm a rather brilliant surgeon. Perhaps I could help you with that hump.
And shout out to Marty Feldman too.
What hump? Dr. Frank.
All right, that was actually fun. That was actually fun. I have to admit. Now I kind of want to watch House of Frankenstein. Yes, Kissy, 3 close-ups. So make them good. Make them good. And I was going to say throwing tables because again, Anna just stoked the flames of violence. Now here we are. The violence is now infecting the chat. Couldn't have a nice conversation. Bear says you look like a certain mustache man from World War II. There, the way you spurg. You don't like Charlie Chaplin? I think Charlie Chaplin's a good actor. First time. So, you know. Oh wait. You missed my earlier comment. I was only informing you of the untruths. Did you just spell you intentionally misspelled untruth. You don't get to do that, Angela. You're supposed to spell it the correct way. Only I get to say it the wrong way. You're missing the rules here. There are race rules here, and you're missing it. And Student God says, quack, 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 all you want, alas, Matt, nothing will save. From what? From what? I just hit the go live button, and I'm streaming, and I'm giving you guys content. At least I thought it was, but now I got to defend my name because the violence now is infecting this group here. It just never intended for it to go this way. See, now you got Richie. Don't repeat Angela's mistakes. Angela's going to the dark. No, she's not going to the dark side because she's stoking the flames for the darkies to fight each other. Don't listen to Angela. She's dividing us. You're better than this, Richie. You're better. You don't have to do this. I believe in you. I believe in you. KC, you better get those close-ups ready. Just got to do it. I think my throat's feeling better now. No, I am out white. Bear, you know I'm a colored. I don't smoke nothing because I'm a colored. I'm a true colored. You want to see the scars in my back from all the spears that got chucked at me? That's my proof that I'm as colored as I get. Very colored. So thank you, baby. I got me a drink because she heard that my throat was bleeding. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick sip.
Even though I have no spotting.
Thank you. I feel better now.
Mm-hmm. At least one of us.
I have to because freaking Gee's not typing. He says I'm a low life. No, Gee, you're low life. That's why you're in the band zone. That's why you stay in the band zone. Richie, do this. My friend had a pet D word. They imprint used to follow her everywhere. That's weird. That's stalking. What are you stalking animals for? That's weird behavior. Wow. And now Anna's very pissy now. She's like, fine, Alice, Matt. Untruth. See, I just can't win. Like, I'm trying to help you, Angela. I'm trying to help you get it right. But no, now you want to slander my name just to give me the actual spelling of the word. Right? Does that make you feel good, Angela? Do you feel empowered? Do you want to go out there and just talk about McQueen truth? Is that what you want to do? If you do, please just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Just say you won, and I'll leave it alone. That we're going to move forward. Because at this point now, there's no salvaging this. It's done and over with. So, just like there was no hope for Dowie Talbot, who just wanted a cure from his Wolfman disease, but Dr. Neiman was just not looking at that. He obviously took advantage of Talbot's naivety, got the Frankenstein notes, but his intention was not to save Talbot. It was to continue the experiment so he could have the mysteries of life in his hands. And Talbot, unfortunately, did not get what he wanted in this movie. Just like I don't get what I want from Angela Curry, which is grammatical peace. Grammatical peace. Okay, as this says, I'm eagerly. Eagerly? Did you say? Eagerly. No, I'm reading what he said. He typed it as eagerly. I'm eagerly awaiting part 3 to your Chris Larson video. I'm ready for my close-up now, Mr. Alasmat. I don't have a lisp, and I ain't Puerto Rican. I ain't Puerto Rican either, so. See, look, and just being cute. She goes, sorry, I can't help it. Can't stop, won't stop. I know what you did there. I know what you did there. So, see, Kissy, I don't blame you for this. I'm going to tell you why. Because you saw what Angela was doing, and you let it get to you. You let her influence you, and now your grammar is all fucked up. So, I don't blame you. It was clearly the curse of Curry upon you. So, you got to pray away that, because if not, it's going to continue. Student of God says, my uncle who lived in the Great Depression loved all these old horror movies. One I kind of want to rewatch is Swamp Thing. I think from the 90s. Don't remember it was good or sucked. I think you're talking about Wes Craven's Swamp Thing from 1982. And then there was a sequel by Fred Olen Ray, The Return of Swamp Thing, in 1989. A lot of Swamp Thing fans prefer the Wes Craven movie because it was serious. But I prefer the Fred Olen Ray movie because it was a lot more fun and a lot more monster action. So that's just me. But you can't go wrong with both movies. But I prefer the Return of Swamp Thing myself. And the costume in that movie was much better than the Wes Craven version. So just saying. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the Swamp Thing movies. Which they need proper Blu-ray releases, especially Return of Swamp Thing. Although I can probably get it, I think I'll get the DVD of that because I don't think there's a Blu-ray of that coming out anytime soon. But I want that movie on disc, so I think I'll get the DVD of Return of Swamp Thing. I absolutely love that movie. That's a fun movie. It's the story doesn't really make sense in some parts, and it's cheesy, but it's a lot of freaking fun and decent special effects too. So you can't go wrong with that movie. Leave Angel alone. The band zone have sided with. See, here's the fallacy, Gee. You think the band zone has any kind of what do you call it? Any kind of authority to speak on anything. They don't. The band zone just exists because I say they exist because you're there. So you think you have authority to speak. You don't. You don't. All I hear is noise, and all I see is an attack on your end. So nice try, Gee, but your attempts are documented, and I'm gonna mock it because you can't hurt me. I won't allow you to hurt me. Excuse me about that. The drink is taking effect. That was for Gee. That was for you, Gee. Swamp Thing had that woman with the big boobies who was married to John Carpenter. Oh, that was John Carpenter's wife? That was Gabrielle Monique. That was Gabrielle Monique. Was she married to John Carpenter? Hold on. I have a guess in the back before I bring him on. Let me just make sure. So Gabrielle Monique. That was her, right? Let me see. Oh, it's Monique Gabrielle's her name, right? Let me make sure. I think that's her. Let me confirm that. I'm taking a look. Yeah, okay, yeah, that okay. I didn't know she was married to John Carpenter. Interesting. Let me see. I don't see. Well, no, I don't see anywhere she says she's married to John Carpenter. I don't know. I guess I didn't know that she was. I didn't. So. Okay, so before I bring my guest on, let me get this close-up, the proper close-up by KSS. He says, I'm eagerly awaiting part 3 of your wonderful series on the Chris Larson interview. I'm ready for my close-up now, Mr. Alasman. And on that note, let me bring on my guest, who deserves this intro.
You know what they say, nobody gives a hummer like a gummer.
Tell me you don't deserve it, Mr. Holman.
What?
You deserve that intro.
Yeah, no. It's disgusting.
I know, that's why you deserve it. So,
Hey, I heard in the back that you talked about Monique Gabriel.
Yes.
The wonderful Monique Gabriel who starred in Evil Tunes alongside David Carradine.
That's right. He wasn't that. He wasn't. I forgot about that. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know she was married to John Carpenter. So
she wasn't married to John Carpenter. The woman you are searching for is Adrienne Barbeau.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, she wasn't in Return of Swamp Thing. She was in the Swamp Thing movie, the first one.
Return of the Swamp Thing was the female lead Heather Locklear.
Right. She was female lead Locklear, but she wasn't Big Booby. That was Monique Gabrielle.
Yeah, but Adrienne Barbeau also had very
okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. So this conversation has kind of now taken it on a different direction, but yes, Swamp Thing directed by Wes Craven was 82. It was 1982. And actually, the funny thing about the Swamp Thing movie was the international version of Swamp Thing actually had a scene where Adrienne Barbeau was topless.
Yes, American version was swimming in the swamp, topless.
Yes. And what's funny is that when they released that movie on DVD or Blu-ray a few years ago, they included the international version with the topless scene. So they had to go back and take it out because it wasn't meant to be released here. I don't know why, but yeah.
Yeah, it's the normal version here in Germany is with her topless. That's not no extended version. That's the normal version that you can buy here.
Yeah. No, Bear, I didn't put her in the band zone. See, Bear, you need to listen to me, not to Guy, to me, not Guy, me. I say who goes in the band zone. Andrew did not go in the band zone. The band zone is currently not taking any submissions at all. There's only three people in the band zone. Guy, Colors, and Jabbage. That's it. And then there's a mock zone where I keep John Donald Kirby in. He's in the mock zone. That's the only active zones right now. And those are the only active participants for the zones. So, no, you're not in the band zone, Angel, and don't try it because you're not going there. It's the way it is.
You can't put me in some kind of zone. I have diplomatic immunity granted by the EU.
See, you're my German shield, so I can't put you anywhere. I have to keep you here.
I have some authority. I'm the spokesperson of the chat. Good evening, chat, by the way, especially my good friend Bear and Kissy. Even though he recommended the very bad movie Razorback to us to watch, I watched it.
he made you watch it, yes. Well, Henry threw and got home. He fixed the garage door, and his son is ready to do the dishes. So now he's going to make dinner. So I hope it's a great dinner, Henry, because I sure wish I can have some dinner right now. But I got to entertain you mooks in the chat, you racists in the chat. I think we're no, we're not caught up yet in the chat, but
the lovely Angela is here. Have you put her in the band zone?
No, she's not in the band zone. I just said it. She's not in the band zone.
Good.
This is why everyone wants. No, you guys egged him on. He came in with good faith, and you guys stoked the fires of hate in him. You guys are grooming him. He can't make comments until he has to go into the streams and have you people groom him with hate. Every one of yous. God. Wait. Okay, says, what were the other two documentary topics? I mean, other than you being a dipshit who doesn't know Adrian. Listen, fuck you, Kissy. Fuck you, okay? And I told you what the topics were. The other topic was I'm doing a video on my back and forth with John Talks on X regarding my good art takes time. He put that talking point out there. So I kind of went back and forth with him on that. So I'm doing it on Wikipedia because interesting developments occurred and I want to document it and show you guys that. Wikipedia is crap and I'm showing you the fuckery that happened both on the Comicsgate page and on the Pit page. So you're going to want to see what that was about. We're going to be putting somebody on blast. So interesting videos coming up this week. First time I'm doing 3 videos in 1 week. So I'm going to be upping the traffic a bit. But in my same style, of course, with, documentation, receipts, a little humor. So, well, helmet.
You are roboting again. Your internet is gay.
Is this true right here? What KSS is saying?
No, that's absolutely a lie. Every word in this sentence is a lie because Klaus Kinski wasn't in Razorback, and I know I saw that fucking movie.
You're never gonna live it down. You have PTSD. I can tell.
Yeah, I got Razorback derangement syndrome.
All right, Gee, you're doing it again. She's not in the ban zone. That's it. She's not in the ban zone. Like, stop grooming her. She's not in the ban zone. That's the official statement. She's not in the ban zone. Why do you do this to yourself, Gee? Why do you make it more difficult than it already is for you?
Why did you intend to put her in the ban zone?
I didn't intend nothing. She just came in here with broken English, mocking pop culture, and I had to set her straight. Like, Angela, you're a white girl mocking pop culture. Don't do that. Don't talk like the Pox. Pox talk like Pox. White girls talk like white girls. Don't do that to the Pox. She didn't listen, and it became a big thing. And then ultimately, she's like, you're right. I shouldn't do that. You're a Pox, and I'm white. I shouldn't talk that way. She figured it out, and now they're stoking the fires and flames and causing racial divide. That's where we're at right now. Is this fair, Helmet? Is this fair?
But don't I mock it enough by dating?
Let's hear from Angela. Angela, what did the evil man with the peanut head do to you?
I don't have a peanut head. I have a regular head. It's not a peanut head.
It's a beautiful peanut head. You need to just own it and own it.
Wait, I gotta correct it. Wait, hold on. Okay, it's hold on. Wait, it's going out of control. Hold on. Mama stay. Okay, Mono says, I love the Helmet Show. The name of the show is what's the name of the show? Monday Months of Moratorium. The what now?
That's by the way a good name for the show, Helmut Show. I like that. So.
No, don't listen. I have a brand. Don't listen. The chat. Okay, guys, listen. Stop. Time out. It's going out of control. Hold on. Namaste. Okay.
But
Bear. I mean, Mono.
You are a really good guest, Elasmid, on my show.
This fucking show. You saw Razorback. You don't get to talk like that, pal.
He was late for the show, so you started it for him on his behalf.
I am not a psych. Why? Because I'm colored? Is that why? Because I'm colored? I can't be a host. I gotta be a sidekick because I'm colored? Really? Mono? Really? You were one of the good ones before this, Mono. You really were.
The chat has corrected him.
Wait, what do you feel kind of banned? No, nobody's banned you. If you feel banned, that's on you. You may feel that way, but I didn't make you banned. All I did was say, don't speak as the Pox speak. Speak as the white girls speak. That's all I did. All I did. I don't know why you think that makes you feel banned or not. You're not banned. Those are the Gee. Geese is trying to contort you and to groom you to think you are banned. You're not banned. Don't listen to them. They're part of a salacious mob of Banish who want to infect the rest of the chat. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not grooming nobody, Bear. What the fuck is wrong with people?
By the way, how is your lady doing? Is she feeling better? Is she
she's doing much cold? Yeah, she's doing much better. Her coughing is down to maybe like one cough a day, I think. But she takes cough. Yeah, she takes cough drops, so she's trying to be very proactive. Well, right, is Larry still here? I got him an interview on a channel. Oh, okay. I don't know why that comment is funny, but okay. Anyway, wait. I agree that Helmet Show. You don't get to agree on nothing, Gee. You're in the ban zone. You have no voice. Wow.
I have to say you are a good sidekick for my show. I really cherish what you are doing.
Helmet.
Even though your internet is kind of crappy, but everyone has their faults.
You know, I run the ban zone, I run the mock zone, I run the intros, I run the stream, I get the conversation going, and you people want to give the other guy the duties, right?
That wasn't me.
No, whoever that was for you guys, because that's what you get. By the way, KSS wants me to read this. He says, last one, I'm not on Twitter because I'm not a hopeless, insecure loser who needs approval from anonymous strangers like you. How long does good art take to make? I'm ready for my close-up. that was your close-up? Really? Really, Kissy? That was it? Wow. Wow. Wow.
You should do a documentary about Kissy and his involvement in the very bad movie Razorback.
Do you know what Kissy did today, Helmut? He told me that he didn't start watching my stream because he was going to the shower with his girlfriend. And I'm like, what kind of man kisses and tells like that? And I'm like, oh, wait a second. A guy who calls himself Kissy. That's who.
Kissy has a girlfriend.
Not only that, but he goes to the shower with her. And the reason why I'm telling this because he told us. So now we all know he goes to the shower with his girlfriend. So Kissy is really his name because he kisses. And he lets the world know he kisses.
I mean, to be fair, it's very much better to go under the shower with your girlfriend instead of going under the shower with your Turtles toys and Godzilla.
I don't need to know those things.
Hey, I didn't need to know how you look like under the shower, and I know. Ask me why.
Oh, speaking of which, we had John Donald Kirby in the chat in the mock zone. Oh, he's upset. Oh, John Donald. Oh, don't be upset, John Donald. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll get over it, John Donald. You just imagine me in the shower like Helmet does. In the old days with the trash compactor, when I would join and put my beautifully artistic body in the shower for you guys. It's good the host of the show has good internet. Thanks so. Fuck you! Fuck you!
You're welcome, guys. All for the chat.
Wait, Alazamat went to the show with us all. I think he meant shower.
Yeah, a lot of people saw that. Alazamat.
Yes.
You can't memory hole this whole cover.
I don't want to. How about that?
Maybe I do one day a documentary about those rancid streams.
You had to first flush the memory of Razorback from your head.
Yeah, I did my homework. I watched that movie, even though he was crappy and recommended by Kissy. I did it.
Yes, you did. You watched the movie recommended by Kissy. That will be forever etched in your memory. Why is this necessary, says John Donald Kirby? Because we want to mock and laugh at you, John Donald. That's why. And we're having a good time laughing and mocking you. That's why you're in the mock zone, John Donald. So enjoy your name, John Donald. Bear says, that's a scar, not imagination. Well, I'm sorry, Bear, if live streams give you PTSD, but there are counselors that can help you with that. Just go through your insurance and they can recommend somebody in your network. I don't know. Just saying. Alata, what was the Wikipedia documentary about? What is it about? Did you discover that Wikipedia may not be the most trusted? Oh, you're gonna find. You're gonna believe it or not. There's gonna be some things we kind of do a little deep dive on this one. So you're gonna be interested in this one. It is CG related, but there's it's just good to find do a video on Wikipedia and expose the grift of Wikipedia. So. See, Oz, why is this necessary? We're united. We're a community of united people who read comics. Why do you want to stoke the flames of violence and cause fights among influencers, creatives, people that innovate, people that tell stories, that inspire and influence you? Why do you want to resort this to violence? I don't understand. I don't get it. Mood of hell. Do you get this? I don't get this. I don't really get
I don't understand either. When did Narwhal say that he wants to box you?
Oh, no. Somebody said it in the chat and Raptor stream last night about him wanting to box me. And then Raptor said a lie, and that lie caused Pillberg to declare violence on me. And now here we are. My life is being threatened. And as a colored in this space, I need to be protected.
Excuse me, but aren't bum fights banned in the US?
That's a good point. I didn't know that. You know what? You're right. I'm protected. You're right. I'm safe. I'm protected. So there you go. That's awesome. Anyway, Kinsey says, Helmet said he loves Klaus Kinski. Kinski, who said, it was one thing I really regret is that I turned down the lead in Razorback. Did you even say that? I don't know. I gotta press X and down on that one.
He's weaponizing my love for Klaus Kinski movies against me.
He's
really
weaponizing your PTSD of Razorback. Oh, we have Iron Prime in the fact circle. He says, "You are irrelevant. No one knows who you are, even higher at cons." That's Iron Prime of the fact circle. The community is DED fight. No, we are a people of love. We make comics. We are people of love. We don't fight. We don't bleed. We don't cut. We read. We write. We inspire you to read books. We do. Morat has a retort. He says, "You hide in your pile of dirty panties you bought on eBay Prime. LOL, Iron Prime investigation." So, see, that's a fight. I want to see that fight. I want to see Prime and Will Red go at each other because those retorts between each other are some of the corniest ever, and I love it. It's hilarious. It's so corny. So let it happen.
I'd rather watch another live stream where Prime eats beefies with his pig feet.
Did you tell Prime what was in the contents of the beefies? Prime, I don't know if you know.
You know,
Prime,
he's next year on Heroes Con.
Okay, you're gonna bring some more.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
I'll bring him some more beefies next year.
Okay. Don't let him open it with his feet because I don't want to see it in person. That would just, so, oh, come on, Richie. Was that necessary to type that in the chat? Was that really necessary? None of that was necessary. Well, Kinsey has a retort. He says, "Let's face it, Klaus Kinski would have considered doing a movie like Razorback.
If the money would be right, yes." Because Kinski did in the 80s and the early 90s every movie that paid okay in his book.
Yes, Bear. I don't deny this, Bear. This is absolutely Bear. You and me both are in agreement on this. Absolutely. You all have spears, 100%, and you are no doubt willing to chuck them at me. I get that. So no disagreement there. No lies detected. None. And let's continue with the well-read Prime beat. He says, Well-read says, "How many chairs has Prime fallen out of?" My answer is not enough. He's got to fall out of more chairs. But Iron Prime says, "That's the best you got, or do you need Wooster to hold your hand like you are channel?" He wrote "you are." Oh, Primathor. Primathy. I can't protect him with that. I can't. He's fed to the wolves in that one. That's all. Yeah. Prime is testifies only begotten son. Testified died for OG sins. Wait, for CG sins. Trust in his son, Prime, and your sins are free. Okay, he said trust. His son. The 5 was an S, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a stylish thing. I don't know. What do I know? But everybody's gonna take a hold for a second because my girl Georgina's in the chat. That's right, Georgina. Yeah. But if anyone chucks their spears at you, I will Roger Jackson them if they chuck their spears at you. Don't let them do that. But Roger Jackson's a piece of shit, by the way. So, would you prefer him? Anyway, I think the chat has slowed down a bit. Oh, Prime is justifying his typo. He says, "Sorry, I'm mid typing on. I'm mid typing. What's mid typing? What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm mid typing. What does that mean? I'm mid typing on a phone, and it autocorrect a previous sentence that required your what a forward slash. Prime, put the phone down, finish it, and then type. Can you do that? Can you do that? Just do that thing, please. Do that thing.
Maybe he has a stroke or a heart attack.
Probably from the contents of the beefies that finally got to him. Hey, it says a helmet. Did you watch Android from '82 starring Klaus Kinski? It's the Razorback of sci-fi movies. I don't know. Press X down on that one, but did you watch Android?
No, unfortunately not. But I cannot say it's often enough. Guys watch Crawl Space with Klaus Kinski. And the movie that he did with Oliver Reed, which title I don't know at the moment. And Nosferatu in Venice, because that movie is like a fever dream.
I may have to watch that movie again someday, just to say that I can remember it because I watched it once and I don't remember it, but I just remember saying, "This is definitely not like the sequel. This is definitely like a sequel to Werner Herzog's Nosferatu. That's for certain." Oh, absolutely not. Yes, definitely not. Yes, so I have to watch the new. I have to watch the new Nosferatu with Lady Shadowband, so she reminded me of that. But what Red is confirming that he looks like John Candy with a mustache. Everyone knows Prime. Yeah, Prime. We all know. We've seen Prime's feet, unfortunately. We've seen Prime's third nipple and his feet. So yeah, we've seen more of Prime than we need to see. Science has confirmed that Prime is indeed science fiction on wheels. But yes, we were talking about the House of Frankenstein. It was a thing that we talked about. Here's a what do they call this? A publicity photo from the movie.
Is that a gypsy woman?
Yes, that is the gypsy woman that he falls in love with. Well, he doesn't fall in love with her. She falls in love with him, and he takes her in for the short time they're together before, his arc in the movie ends.
It's interesting. I haven't watched that movie, but when you look at the clothes that the woman wears, you can most certainly see that is a gypsy woman.
Yeah, she's heavy a gypsy, and it's interesting because the origin of the Wolfman in this universe is with the gypsies. So there's I guess that's probably what drew her to him, or drew him to her, is the gypsy connection. I didn't even think about that. That was interesting. So
he looks like slightly pissed off in that frame.
Well, he is a Wolfman. I mean, he's gonna be pissed off.
Always in a bad mood.
Yeah, ready to kill. I'm going to need more details on this Wikipedia doc before I request my close-up. Drop your phone number in the chat so I can call you later to discuss it. Nice try, Kizzle. Nice try, Kizzle. It ain't gonna work, Kizzle. That's not how we do it here. You want me to dox my number so you can send me your nudes? It's not gonna work, Kizzy. So you can't do that because you don't have a book coming out. You cannot force your nudes on me. I don't know why you thought you could do that, but you can't. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work, Kizzy. Sorry, Kizzy. Sorry, it's not going to work. I really need Discord, horse clock calendars, night letters. What a fun time. Very interesting time we're in. Yes, isn't it? It's an amazingly interesting time. And the shit that you see on X and YouTube, and like I said, it's been a very interesting weekend of stuff.
I heard something didn't reach 100K.
Yeah, that did happen. I'm calling it a good dose of karma.
What a surprise, Elasman.
Is it really though?
No, it was irony on my side.
Irony, karma, what do you want to call it? It was a thing of beauty.
I told you in private that I didn't like Pitt back in the 90s, so I don't intend ever to buy Pitt. But I showed you the eBay listing from the German eBay, and
yes,
I can get the whole run of Pitt with specials for 35 euros.
That's insane, but you know what? Yeah, people are they're getting deals for that now on eBay. It's like, yeah, this is, if you have a collection of Pitt comics to sell, this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. Get it there and get some money for it. Wait, okay, it says if I had a book coming out, I could force my nudes on you. What the hell does that even mean? Listen, you volunteered, Kizzy, that you had a shower with your girl. You told us all that, and now we have that hideous image in our heads. You put it out there, Kizzy, so you can't go back on it.
For the record, I'm showering all by myself. I don't want company.
I don't want to hear about your shower exploits. Keep it to yourself.
I know how you shower because I saw it, Elasmet.
No one made you watch it. You chose to watch it of your own volition. You chose to wash my body of your own volition, and now you refuse to pray the gay away. So that's not on me. I can't help you there. I'm sorry. What do you want to tell you? No, I don't want his news, Bear. I just simply made a comment. Why do people take what I say and go the extra mile with it, with your hyperbole? Why? I'm having a normal conversation with people in the chat. But you people aren't normal, are you, Bear? I mean, look at you. You're named after a big animal, so you're obviously not normal, Bear. God, why is it that I can't talk to people? Helmet, why can't I talk to these people in the chat? Why can't I say things to them without the chat going hyperbolic and taking it to the extra mile and making things out of some stuff? It's. I know it's not a Moho, but I don't care. I'm the guy right here. Why can't it just be normal? Why can't it just have normal conversations? Why can't they be like Tim Olson, who has a normal thing to say? He says, speaking of hideous, Zed and Odysseus full length on Amazon. There you go. So you can support a creator like Tim Olson. Go to his Amazon, type in Zed and Odysseus, and you get the full length story of there. So there you go on Amazon. Be normal like Tim Olson. See, he's normal. He does these things. He makes comics and he puts it on the chat for us to read, to go and seek it elsewhere. That's normal. But you and Kissy and Bear and all you people talking about showers and stuff, that's weird. You guys are weird. You're degenerates. You're trying to groom people in my chat who are supposed to be good people into degenerates. Stop it. Shower buddies? Oh, no. That's not happening. No. I'm sorry, Curry. You came in here and tried to virtue signal and try to swipe my culture with your misspellings and your grammatical insanity. You don't get to lecture me, Curry. You don't do that. You don't do that. You're supposed to spell the words correctly. She tried to misspell words to try to virtue signal my culture, and she can't do that, Helmet. She's not supposed to do that.
I guess every engagement is good engagement.
Not when they're insulting my culture by intentionally misspelling words and being grammatically disingenuous. Can't do that.
There's a fixture of shower streams in Latino culture.
No, someone talk about the way we speak, the way we talk. Kirk Fashion says Mike Pence has a camp where you can pray the gay away, and they have shower time too.
Good, we should send DG to it.
Anyway, oh gosh. No, you were not helping, Angela. You were not helping. You were appropriating my culture, and you made me look like I was beneath human, and you insulted me, and you didn't do that. You weren't supposed to do that, but you did it. So I'm glad you thought you was helping, but you wasn't helping. You was hurting. Or rather, you was helping your cause with other people who wanted to see me ended, because we can't have coloreds being influential. But it's fine, Angela. I someday I'll forgive you, but not tonight. Tonight you crossed the line, and I just feel hurt and betrayed. And the spirit you took at me, it's there and it's fresh and it's pulsating. It's not cool.
I respect Kissy for taking care of his personal hygiene and going to shower, and not having a camera in the shower like you.
He told us what he was doing in the shower. He wasn't trying to get clean, Helmut. He was trying to be degenerate and living up to his name, Kissy. It was not necessary. But you people don't care, do you? You don't care. You people don't care. But guess what? I won't care. I won't care.
I think you should encourage the chat to go to the shower on the regular, because it's
if I do that,
personal hygiene.
See, if I do that, Helmut, they're gonna say I'm encouraging degeneracy, and then they're gonna really drag my name in the mud, and I don't win. So I'd rather not say anything, because they don't deserve my love. They don't deserve my openness. They don't deserve nothing about me that's good. They've pissed it all away. You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? They pissed it all away.
You are peeing in the shower, Elizabeth?
What the fuck is what? Who doesn't pee in the shower? What's wrong with you? You actually hold it in while you're in the shower? Are you serious? That's the best time to do it, because it goes down in the same drain. You can pee and clean at the same time. Who doesn't do? I mean, what I meant to say was that the makeup job by Jack Pierce in the movie was actually pretty good. And I said it again, the Glenn Strange Frankenstein is second best to Boris Karloff's design. So it's great makeup job. So this actually has some good makeup. Frankenstein makeup was awesome in this movie. One of my favorites.
Is it Lon Chaney Jr. in the werewolf costume?
Yes, it's Lon Chaney Jr. And what is with people in this chat misspelling the word shower? Like, why is it when they try to say shower, they go show? What was the second person to do it tonight in the stream? Well, second person. But yeah, it's Lon Chaney Jr., the son of E Man of 1,000 Faces, says Lon Chaney.
Wait a minute. I have something important to ask.
Okay.
Did you piss in the shower while you were streaming?
No, absolutely not. Of course
Is
not.
that the truth, Elizabeth?
I don't do it on stream.
No, I mean the shower streams when you were in the shower.
I wasn't in the shower stream. I don't do it on stream.
In your own words, who doesn't piss in the shower? Everybody pisses in the shower.
Obviously, when I'm talking about doing a show, it's not real. It makes. I thought I was making sense on it. I thought I was making sense, but you want to go hyperbolic. See, Andrew's telling her she's going to take a shower later. Oh, show. She's going to take a show. See, she's been filming a shower. Focus on other people.
So from now on, I assume that you pissed in the shower while you were on the stream showering.
Well, I'm going to clarify that didn't happen. Kizzy says, don't pee in the shower? What the hell's wrong with you? Why must you be real life George Costanza? What about Dick Cheney? What are you people talking about? He wants us to shower with praise. Drop the soap, confirm? What the fuck is... Why are you typing... We're talking about House of Frankenstein. Why are you guys all about my hygiene? Oh, you guys are typing... You guys are filthy. Holy crap. What the hell is... What the fuck? Every time you get in a last bathtub, you're just standing... Oh, God. That's not... I aim at the drum! Oh,
I one time puked in the shower, but I was drunk as fuck.
Oh, but here's the thing: they don't care about that. You know why? Because you're all white. It's fine with you. But if a Pac does it, if a color does it, no, we want to rain the plague on him. The plague. Oh, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say anymore.
So you still haven't explained what Lon Chaney Jr. is doing in that picture.
Well, this is the scene where he jumps. The full moon happens. He transforms into the werewolf. He jumps out of the room. What's supposed to happen is the gypsy girl is supposed to shoot him with the silver bullet because she told him that she would do it. Because the only way he can get killed is if he's killed at the hands of someone that loves him the most. And the only person in this currently here that loves him the most is the gypsy woman. So he jumps out the room. She chases after him with the gun. A struggle happens. She does shoot him. Allegedly, he dies, but then she gets killed in the process. So that's what happened in the scene.
So the Wolfman and the Gypsy have a romantic thing going in the movie.
They
I think your internet died.
Used by the gypsy camp. So kind of shallow in that way, but
what the fuck happened?
Well, that was weird. That was weird.
Yeah. All of a sudden I was alone and then I was gone.
It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah. Did YouTube strike you because you talked about pissing in the shower?
No, it's a glitch in Talk Studio.
Okay, so it's your gay internet. Okay, gotcha.
Andrew Curry says, I watched a video about Jekyll and Hyde. The commenter said the real villain was in fact Dr. Jekyll. Do you agree? It's a pretty interesting perspective. There could be an argument to that because it was Jekyll who made the choice to bring out Hyde. So how you could argue Hyde was brought out not of his own volition. So it goes into the whole men are the real monsters. So yeah, you can make that argument. I think there's an argument for that. Sure. I will accept it. Since Anja asked my expert opinion, I will accept that. See, okay, Oz. The only person that gets sent to the ban zone has been 3 people: Geek, Colors, and Jabbage. And the only person who's allowed to send them there is me. And then right now, the ban zone is closed for submissions. So, no, Helmut's not in the ban zone. He's got immunity because he's a white. I need the white shield to run these streams because you people are chucking your spears are not being kind to me. So that's where we're at with this. So there you go.
In other words, he got a legal letter from the EU that he can't put me there.
Sure, we'll go with that. Whatever. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna call it a stream. We've come as far as we can with this movie because the rest of you are more interested in stoking violence and flames and division and hatred. And I don't know.
It was the usual stream, as always.
Well, it was a stream and it happened, so here we go. Any last words? Moon of Hell.
Yeah, I read the first volume of Creepshow.
Oh.
Was pretty good. Was a compendium of little short stories, and every of those stories was well written. Pretty good stuff. I should have kept it for Halloween and read it then. Maybe it would made a bigger impact then. But it's all in all, it was pretty good.
I gotta catch up with my comic book reading, so but yeah, that inspired me to want to look into that because I've been collecting all the EC horror comics, the collection, so I should look into Creepshow. Okay, it says a video where the guy said that Jekyll was a real bad guy. He mispronounced Jekyll's name, so I just missed the claim. Did he pronounce it as Jekyll or Jekyll? Because remember, the actual pronunciation was Jekyll. You guys remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, it was actually Jekyll. So maybe you're upset, Kissy, that it's pronounced Jekyll, but that's his actual pronunciation. So it's actually Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll. Goodbye, Reddit. Goodbye.